Several factors are playing out in redefining the political process in parts of the country as the 2023 general elections approach. In Imo State, for instance, a sudden increased consciousness on the part of the youths in registering and acquiring their voter cards. Political campaigns and political town hall meetings have been seamless and violence-free. Be that as it may, some Owerri residents affirm that the desperation of most politicians contributes largely to heating up the body politic, thereby ventilating thuggery, mayhem, and violence in all its shapes.
The extreme desperation of politicians whose interest is to weaponize ethnicity, religion, and other primordial tendencies to take political power by all means. They are the ones that usually trigger electoral violence by mobilizing the young people in a very wrong direction, incentivizing them and protecting them as they go about destroying lives and properties in the name of supporting a candidate or their party.
Pattern of elections or the electioneering process ordinarily shouldn't have been a problem. But unfortunately, a lot of things have snowballed, or rather made it imperative that people now use force. They now apply force. There is the issue of winner take all. There is the issue of people wanting to remain in power at all costs.
They suggested that for political violence to be checked, the key players, who are the politicians themselves, must be conscious to act according to the rules of the game.
So INEC should look inwards and make sure that it checks the conduct of its staff. They should not be influenced by any politician in the first place. So when election is conducted or is being conducted and you begin to observe some irregularities, nothing stops the staff from reporting to the INEC.
Actually hold those who commit violence accountable for it. And the Electoral Act is very clear. The current 2022 Electoral Act in section 93 is very clear on what constitutes electoral violence and punishment. And what we expect is that the law enforcement agents will all come together working with INEC to make sure that those that are involved are punished, because the only way you avoid impunity for any crime is to punish those who have committed the crime. And immediately we begin to punish people who commit electoral violence, people will become more careful.
Imo State Commissioner for Homeland Security and Vigilante Affairs, Ugoji Okechukwu Ugoji, says that the state government has donated operational vehicles to the Imo State Police Command to enable them maintain the peace.
In addition to our work with the police, this ministry has been directed by Governor Hope Uzodimma to do a sensitization tour of all the local government areas in Imo State. There are 27 of them altogether. And so we have embarked on that. And part, of course, of the message we bring at these sensitization tour events is peace, peaceful coexistence. And of course, as the elections loom for next year, then peaceful elections is part of the message we bring to these sensitization tours.
In Owerri, Chuma, one